All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Long Dark. Last episode, we started making our way up to the wolf cave, and we got another cave that we got to search for the dynamite detonators for the prison escapees. But as I was heading up there, it was getting dark. We were getting cold. We needed to find somewhere to kind of like hang out for a sec, maybe catch a nap before heading up there. And I found this the bricklayers retreat. Now, the only issue is there was a moose here, and the damn thing actually ran me into this house. Yo, the moose are wicked aggressive and dangerous. So yeah, you hear that fucking thing out there, dude? There ain't no way. Yeah, this thing's got me in here. See, I was just trying to find a place to camp out for the night, and this moose is making that very, very difficult. Now he's going to sleep. Now he's going to sleep. I didn't want to do it to him, chat. I didn't want to do it to him. Okay, so we can get hunting knife. We can get a pound of meat in 4 minutes. That's not bad. Let's harvest this up. We got some moose meat. So we're gonna spend the night here. I was gonna go out, try to push the cave, but it's gonna be getting dark soon. So we'll just kind of hang out here, camp out, warm up. Okay, so we'll do a fire here. Now there was some coal bin outside that we can probably get some coal out of. There's timbers around, timber wolves, so we gotta watch out. Wish there was a way to secure this place, but it's gonna give us about 4 hours. All right, so we're gonna cook this meat.
This stuff will come in handy.
Ooh, worn combat pants. Go get the hide? What can I even do with the hide, though? I don't even know if I have a recipe for... I could do like a wolfskin coat. Deer skin. And rabbit skin. So I can't even do anything with the moose hide. I don't have a... But it's going to take a bunch of time to hack that thing up anyway, so... Oh, hey, Will, thank you for 2 super chats, man. Get the hide, cure it, make a backpack. 9 out of 10 things won't run inside the shack. Gotcha. My thing is it's 21 minutes. I'm gonna store up some stuff that we don't need. My thing is, I don't know how to make a backpack. Combat pants, we can repair these. I'm gonna repair them after my meat's done though. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna repair these combat pants. These will be really good once they're done. We're at 89%. We're at 3.2 on temperature. Boom. There it is. I'm not even wearing the warmest shit we could wear. That's crazy. So we should be a whole lot warmer in the morning. We're going to spend a little bit of time repairing this stuff. It's called the moose hide satchel. Can I... Guys, you got to remember, though, that might be a survival mode thing. I'm on story mode, so... Yeah, there is no moose hide satchel. So some of the things that you guys know from your games don't really pertain here because it's the story mode. This fully up will be... Yeah, so let's repair this. Will, thank you for another super chat. It might not be an option. I know you can make it in the workbench. And yeah, I think it might be a survival mode thing because that's not... I didn't see it. So both those are 1.8 at 100%. This is 3.6, way better. All right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna eat. We're gonna drink. Get some sleep. Might boil up some water. It's an accessory item. Just stick to the plan. Hey, it's always my plan. You know, my plan is always to stick to the plan. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's boil up a tiny bit of water. I don't have a cooking pot, unfortunately, so I can only do... Whoa. Okay, so we got a little bit of water there. Good to go. Yeah, we got almost a gallon. We'll be fine for the morning. All right, let's see here. So it's not super late. We'll actually spend a few more minutes ripping up these extra clothing items here. take the hide. It's just going to be heavy though, and weight that I'll be carrying for no reason. Well, you know what I mean. And in the story mode, you're already so like I'm already overweight. You know what I mean, with things that I feel like I need. It's just it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to just carry something around for the sake of carrying it around. You know what I mean, especially if I can't do anything with it. If I ever get to a point where it's like, yeah, I need this item, I'll just go out and, you know, I would hunt a moose and get the hide, get what we needed in the moment. Okay, so we harvested those up. I will go ahead and repair these gloves. Get these maxed out. You're getting tired. I know, bro. Relax. A little bit of a storm coming in. All right, so the fire went out for the night. It's a blizzard. We're still warm in here. It is getting colder, though. Am I going to be able to survive this? I think we're okay. Hey, it is cold. It is cold, unfortunately. We got to get another fire going real quick before we head out.
That should help warm things up.
We'll do some of these peaches, give ourselves a nice little warmth bonus for the morning. And yeah, we're nice and full. We're getting nice and warm. We need just a tiny bit more warmth before I take off. So what I'm going to do is we'll spend time repairing one more item. Yeah, we'll finish. Whoop, nope, definitely want to wear this. Repair this at 57%. Ace Couple with the 9 months. How you doing? I'm glad you're enjoying the content, brother. Did I really fight the Rancor for over an hour? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I probably did, Colin. If Tim said it, I did. I probably did. I know in that Star Wars games there was some pretty tough boss fights that I was wicked underleveled for, but you know me, guys. I just when I get committed, I get committed. And people are like, "Oh, go level up, do this," and I'm just like, "Nope, no, I'm fighting them right now." Okay, I think our gear is good. Yeah, we're steady. We're not losing any temperature. I think we can go ahead and repair this. Nope, I'm out. All right, let's keep it moving. Hopefully it's not too bad outside. Our first goal is this wolf cave here. There's an extra aggressive wolf stalking the area. Then we'll hit this cache here. And then we'll swing up to the detonators. Okay, perfect. So temperature-wise, we're in good shape. No, we're not. We're definitely cold as hell. That sucks. Full send. Hey, welcome. I appreciate you being here. You saw the... See, chill, listen, it wasn't me attacking a bear, dude. It was just the bear about to attack me. it's cold. All right, probably not the best day to do this trip, but can't pick and choose, man. Should have grabbed the fucking torch. Tim, oh brother, thank you for the super chat, man. Maybe you get to fight a Rancor and Outlaws. Maybe, dude. It'll be a little different though, fighting it with blasters instead of a lightsaber. Pretty cold. Rest in peace to that flare, dude. Okay, we're almost there. Remember, we're here to hunt a extra aggressive wolf.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
The weather's getting worse though. Ooh, it's getting way worse. Okay, so this is the wolf cave.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Okay, we got the wolf done. We are going to take a few minutes and warm up in here because it is not nice outside. I think I might have enough wood to start a fire. Yeah, we got one block or one more thing of firewood here. See if there's anything we could use in here for fuel. No. We only got about an hour, chat. Freaking warmth. Sucks. We're gonna try to hang out in here and stay as warm as we can. We're close to the mine, though. We're close to the mine. PlayStation King, what's going on? It's good. It really is good. It's tough, but it's good. Use a sleeping bag. You think that warmed me up enough? Where it? Oh, I don't even have a sleeping bag. There was an extra one. I forgot I put it down in that thing. There was an extra one down in this house here. Yeah, we're actually SOL right now on a sleeping bag. We'll warm this up. Okay, so we're nice and warm now. I'm probably just gonna, I'm gonna skip out on this cache for now. We'll maybe head out on our way out as long if the storm's done. So we're gonna push there like this. Yeah, we broke that Timberwolf pack. They're actually staying away from me for a little bit. See, my Timberwolves must have been broken on that previous map when we were playing as Astrid. Because now they're scared of me. After you break them, ooh, this bridge is sus as fuck, dude. On the other map, they just kept coming over and over and over and over again. There was no way to stop it. It was like you'd break them, and then 2 seconds later, they'd turn around and run right back at you. Will, but with another super chat, grab the cash, and you won't be going up the same. It's too late. I can't afford the cold, man. I would go back to it, but no, it is what it is. We're already here. Then I risk the damn Timberwolves coming back after me. There's the mine. Let's get inside.
Okay. Where are those detonators?
Fuel my lantern back up.
I think I can use this.
Scraps there. Dolly, what's going on? How you doing?
Freezing water. Everywhere.
Okay, so we don't want to step in that, obviously. This says danger, keep out, so we should probably keep out, but whatever, we'll peek real quick. Okay, so let me go check around that bend real quick, see if there's something over it's at. Seems like where we gotta go to go deeper in. Maybe they both go to the same spot. Definitely gonna need that. If the last team was the last number in the padlock combination, now we just have to find the other two. So we've seen that padlock on that door. So we got the last number
Hope
of
I can
it.
still eat this. pack is getting kind of heavy.
We have the elevator here. Funding shortfalls. We had to carry out additional blasting on level 2 sooner than expected. We are aware this may impact the air quality. We asked the... Okay. Whoop. Okay. Well, shit. We're going. Hold on, hold on. Wanted to finish checking this level first. Look, Ash, what's going on? Towley, what's going on? How's everybody doing? All right, so we're gonna go check that other way first, because this is the elevator down. I think this was actually the cave-in, so we're not gonna... Oh no.
Locked.
Really? This was went all that way for... It is what it is. And yeah, it does. The beginning of the game starts off quite easy. It's quite simple, and then honestly, I'd say chapter 3 and 4, big change. It's big smack in the face. You know, they hit you with just tons of danger, give you barely any supplies. It's rough. All right, let's head down. Yeah, this elevator's sus. Sharaya, what's going on? How you doing? There we go.
Something's gotta go.
Danger, toxic gas. Probably shouldn't have a flare out, right?
Gotta get some fresh air in here.
Okay. There's a suffocation risk right there. Good, really enjoy your streams again. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope everybody again is having a good day today. This mine is absolutely not the standard.
I might have to drop some gear.
Risk for suffocation. What? Is I supposed to take the valve back off the other one? Yeah. Okay.
Won't be able to move that again.
Okay.
Won't turn it on.
Will, with another super chat, you take stories off play survival. My luck keeps getting stuck in a blizzard, and wolves and bad food, not enough clothing, having a better chance to win. Imagine, here's some change, brother. Will, I appreciate you, brother. Seriously. Nah, I've heard we tried survival like a long time ago. So I know it's tough. I don't remember how tough, but...
Too much stuff to carry.
Alright, so... Sucks. Am I gonna have to run through here?
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Alright, well, shit.
An air pocket.
Air pocket. I need that valve handle right there. Shit. Go, 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 go. Can't see. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Problem is, I don't know where to go from here. I think we just need this valve. We got to keep that one open. Real hot pocket.
So cold.
What am I playing? Black Myth? Oh, I'm not doing it every day. We're not doing it today. We'll be doing it again tomorrow. We just had a nice thick 4.5 hour episode yesterday, and chat, I didn't see any other way to go. This was just a loop. Will I be playing the survival mode after we... So it just depends on the viewership. If you guys want to watch it, yeah, of course. I'm absolutely having a blast with this game. Ah, Jay, I'm really glad you're enjoying the Black Myth. No, I'm having fun with that, man. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing another stream of it tomorrow. The only problem is I got a lot of games in rotation, you know, that people are watching on the channel, and can only neglect them for so long because, you know, say you've been watching me for years and Black Myth ain't one of the games you want to watch me play, but then I play that game exclusively every day over and over and over and over and over again. It's not doing any justice for my longtime viewers, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, this body here, I didn't search the body. Oh, there's the key.
Okay, good.
Yep. Got it. I don't know why I didn't... That body was just like... I thought I already searched it, and then I seen somebody say, search the body. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't search the body, I just picked the handle up off the ground. I hope I do Green Hell again. Yeah, Green Hell is a game that we've been considering visiting again at some point. Let's do this. Graph, what's going on? How you doing?
This has to be the way. Freezing.
Shit. Okay. stuck on there now too. How the fuck are we supposed to do this? Oh, it's dark. We're out the smoke. Jake with the super chat. Thank you, thank you. A true beast to watch. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jake. Seriously.
Locked. That'll come in handy.
Check these work pants compared to these cargos. 2.7, 2.4. Whoop, nope, definitely didn't want to do that.
Excellent. Could end up being useful.
But we're really, really overweight. Gotta drop some of this stuff. Wanted, obviously, a little bit of fuel for a fire. I didn't realize you could harvest these. But keep picking these arrows up. We're actually going to grab some sleep. Continue this journey in the morning. We'll push a little further. Yes, we got that. There's the detonators there. Yep.
That's what I'm looking for. What have we here?
You just get the bolt cutters. It's getting a little late. I feel like my best bet would probably be to just camp out here for the night.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll eat, drink, and then we'll catch a good nap. Okay. Time is not past enough yet. I'll rip these up. We're gonna have a long journey back, and when we get back, we gotta make sure that we drop I'm literally gonna run over to them butt naked, like taking all my clothes off. I'm just gonna, because we even lost like the little bit of extra clothing that we picked. They take everything, so we're gonna make sure that we completely empty out this time. I think that was all we had for extra clothing that I could rip right now. Sewing kit's broken now. All right, let's catch some sleep. We're gonna go for 12. We're good to go. Supposed to be leaving the mine, but I seen his body down here. I wanted to check it real quick. FOMO last night. Drew would hit 74 this morning. We were missing out on what though? I mean, as long as you're not trying to like run AOTC mythic stuff, I mean, I still don't understand the early access to an MMO. Doesn't really make much sense. It's kind of it's kind of punishing people that don't purchase early access. You know what I mean? It's a little messed up. Single player games, you know what I mean? I get it. It is what it is, but I never understood. I don't understand why Blizz did early access to MMORPG. Would ever play Call of Duty Zombies? I used to play Call of Zombies a lot back in the day. For like stream purposes though, the only issue with it is like after like 5 or 6 rounds of it, I get bored and it's just repetitive and the same thing over again. Like, because people get it confused. They think because I play zombie games that I like just shooting zombies, and I do. I don't mind shooting zombies, but the zombies in the game aren't like State of Decay doesn't appeal to me because it's a zombie game. It's just like the survival elements, the community aspects. Like I do like the zombies, but I don't enjoy games like, because there was one game that people kept trying to get me to play, which was World War Z. They're like, oh, but have you played? And I'm like, yeah, but it's just you're just mowing down hordes of zombies, or even like Dead Rising. Like the whole point of that game is to just go around killing zombies in different ways, and it's just like I get bored. Like, okay, like, I don't care to just kill zombies in 30,000 different ways, or just mow down endless hordes of zombies over and over and over again. It loses my attention really, really quick. So, as for like COD Zombies, I would play it probably for like a little bit, and then I'd probably be over it. I just got quite a bit of lantern fuel. Well, no, I had quite a bit of lantern fuel.
Cold, cold.
I remember back in the day, like, you know, like the Call of Duty Zombies, something like the little maps would have like little stories tied to them and you would play through it. And I did enjoy those because it was like the further, you'd have to go find the little mysteries and it was like you and your friends. I did enjoy those, you know what I mean? And that was quite fun. But I feel like it's like once you're done with that, then you're done with it, you know what I mean?
So how did it all work out?
Hello again. Well, I managed to sabotage the locking mechanism, but that won't change much. Mathis found dynamite, and soon, thanks to me, he'll have detonators too. He plans to blast through to Solitary and get Donner out that way.
Shit. Time for the nuclear option.
But I thought you said you didn't have it.
Relax, Mac. Figure of speech, right?
What are you gonna do?
We're out of time. I've been gone for too long. Atwood's gonna be pissed.
What did you say?
Huh? Nothing. Just said we're running out of time.
No, after that.
Oh, right. Just my thesis advisor. She's the only reason I'm out here at all, Mackenzie. I'm a grad student, astrophysics.
So,
it just so happens that this part of Great Bear offers one of the best unoccluded zones, ideal for setting up certain sensitive instruments for my research, so that...
I have to see her.
You have to see my thesis advisor. You aren't making any sense, Mackenzie.
It'll take too long to explain. We need to get out of here and get to Atwood as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. How do you know about her? And what about Mathis? And Donner? If they make it out, there's a good chance they'll end up finding Atwood. And that's a big part of what I'm trying to prevent.
Where is she?
The Suzuki Radio Telescope. It's about 15 to 20 clicks from here. That's where I was headed when my car stopped working. I've been living there, doing research for months, alongside Dr. Atwood. Mackenzie, if the convicts find out about the radio telescope, it'll be bad. It's an old government facility, so there's all kinds of supplies there. Food, medical equipment, vehicles, radios. They could hunker down for weeks, months. It'd make a hell of a base of operations for all manner of evil shit they might get up to. They could prey on everyone within 100 clicks. Black Rock is a fortress, but it's broken. It's been broken by the Aurora and everything that's going on right now.
But what the hell is going on right now?
I'm not 100% sure. But astrophysically speaking,
Yeah?
it's pretty messed up. Look, Suzuki is shielded. Due to the kind of work they do there, it's shielded from electromagnetic radiation. There's a good chance that all the shit that's been going on out here, that it hasn't been affected in the same way.
Which means...
It means Suzuki may be the key.
So, how do we get out of here and stop Mathis and Donner at the same time?
Not sure. But I have an idea. Just buy me some time.
I'll do what I can.
Good luck to us both, Mackenzie.
I'll say I don't have much of a choice to not give these guys the detonator. They're gonna kill the freaking warden. There it is. All this gunpowder, man. Look at these noisemakers. Bullets.
Never know when I might need to defend myself.
What percentage is my rifle at? 53? Jazzar, thank you for the 3 months. I can watch you play all day. You're one of the best. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day, Jazz. And Jake with the super chat. What time for Black Myth? I'm gonna try to watch it live. I don't know exactly what time, Jake. I mean, I generally try to aim to start streaming about noon, 1 o'clock Eastern. That's usually my my goal. Obviously, things come up, life happens, and I can't start on time. But combat boots. Yeah, these are good, but not good against the weather. So the noisemakers actually aren't that expensive to make.
This stuff will come in handy.
I haven't shot no. Well, I would be lying if I said I didn't like go out of my.
Oh shit!
I didn't like shoot animals on purpose today. Like, shit, we got an Aurora.
There's no going back that way.
There's an Aurora. All right, hold on. Before we push into this, guys, 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. All right. Tim with the super chat. Remember the moose? Yeah, but I didn't kill that moose because I wanted to. Tim, he wanted to kill me, so I decided to defend myself. You know, it's different, bro. It's different. Chat, you know what I was craving? Random as hell. Apple. When's the last time? I want to see in the chat. When's the last time you ate an apple? All right, so during an Aurora outside, you have to worry about the wolves, right? Tim, you didn't eat no apple yesterday, bro. Damn, that's crazy. So some people like a couple days ago, today, Mark's like, yo, I'm eating apple right now, bro. For so many people, years? You better go buy an apple right now. Do I have an apple tree? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I think these are just from the grocery store. So now we got to worry about them damn wolves that come out during the Aurora, the green ones. But I think the flashlight keeps those away. She's like all kind of I don't know what's in the garden. I'm not a gardener. Crystal's on top of all of that, you know? I just work here, all right? I just work here. Yeah, so far, everything's chill. I don't know where the hell we're going right now, though. Yeah, I only like gala apples. I don't like the ones that got that real thick, like, skin. It's like you're eating plastic almost. I like the crispy apples. So can we camp out here for the night?
Thank goodness.
Oh, this was my... No, this was this my camp? This wasn't my camp. No. Issue is I'm not going to be able to scale this rope until I lose weight. We're going to have to drop a whole bunch of shit right now. Yeah, we go apple picking. We've gone so many times. We got and that's one of the crazy things. In upstate New York, where I'm from, we have so many apple orchards. Yeah, so we're gonna have to drop some weight. Yeah, I'm so over. All right. Actually, we could eat some of this. Cranberries. That was too full to eat. Trying to cut as much weight as we can here. Let's drop a little bit of our water. Drop half a gallon. There we go. Jake with the membership. Welcome to the fam. Oh, I could drop the bolt cutters? I didn't know if I was going to need those for the prison or something. But I love me some cranberry sauce, like, you know, the jelly shit in the can that you eat on Thanksgiving with the stuffing and the mashed potatoes. And, yeah, that shit is delicious. Jazz, the game I'm looking forward to the most is probably Star Wars right now. That shit didn't do nothing. Okay, you just got to get it closer to him. Gonna pass a rope to get me up there. No rope, just a cliffside. All right, I'm gonna pop one of those energy drinks. No, we got plenty of energy right now. We're good. So I think when that energy drink wears off, it really, really wears you out. Might need it actually, depending on how tall this is. Had to. Would have struggled to climb this.
Feel numb.
Almost back, brother. We're almost back. Some Aurora wolves down that way. Fuck, that was close. Is that glitched?
Too cold to think.
Holy shit, dude. Okay. So I dropped all my stuff. Nothing to take from me.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Kevin, I'm doing good, brother. Doing good.
So, pilot, did you finish the job?
I found the detonators.
Well, I guess the warden was telling the truth after all.
Now what?
Now, we blow a hole in the wall. But first, let's you and I have a little chat.
Hey! Mathis! I did everything you asked.
Oh, I know, pilot. You've been a good dog. But every dog has its day.
Whoa! Wait! Fellas!
So, here we are again.
Yeah. We have to stop meeting like this. Me tied to a chair, you acting crazy.
The problem I have, pilot, is that you keep lying to me.
I don't know what you mean.
You see, that's exactly the kind of thing that pisses me off! First, you pretend not to know anything about the case.
I really don't.
Then, you go around behind my back, purposely trying to mess up my plans with an accomplice.
Mathis,
Shut your mouth! All I hear are lies. I know everything.
You monster. He didn't do anything.
I know. He was so innocent. Just one of the good guys. But he sang like a bird when we laid into him. He couldn't give you and your friend up quickly enough. I know about your pathetic activities to slow me down, Mackenzie. It makes me laugh because the only reason I kept you alive was I thought you could fly us out of here. Back to the mainland. But I'm starting to understand that here, we can be kings. Back there is nothing but fire and cold. The old world. My crew and I, we're gonna rule Great Bear. Nobody can stop us. Not you, not your friend, nothing. We aren't going anywhere. So you've outlived your usefulness to me, pilot. And when I'm done with you, I'm going after your little helper.
The hell was that?
What the hell is going on?
The nuclear option? Damn.
What happened? The detonators. They blew too early. Something happened. The guys fucked it up. You assholes! Solitary? They're clearing the rubble. Can't see shit for all the smoke right now. There's fire everywhere. I suppose you're pleased with yourself. You'd better hope nothing's happened to my...
Greetings, convict assholes. This is your friendly neighborhood prison hacker checking in to say it's lockdown time.
Mackenzie! I am going to destroy everything you love.
Max, whatever you're gonna do, you better do it soon.
Warden's office. Hard case.
Hal, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate everybody who receives a membership today. Welcome to the fam. Fuck, I don't know which way to go. That's... We need an air pocket. So we're gonna fucking die, bro. That's rough. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Made it. Excellent.
Got it.
I'm here.
You made it to the warden's office. Good. You better get what you need and get the hell out of there. Quick.
Did you cause that explosion?
I might have nudged it a bit, but mostly those idiot convicts did it to themselves. The PA in lockdown, however, that was all me.
I have the case.
Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, here we are, warden's office. Okay, so, end of the hallway you just came out of. Take it. You'll end up on the roof. Cross over the building and you'll find a fire escape thingy. Come down there, and you should recognize where you are. I'll meet you at the power plant.
I can see lights in the prison yard. Fire.
You'd better hurry. The whole security system has gone haywire, and I have no idea how long the lockdown will last. Mathis and Donner could be after you in a minute. Go, go, go!
I need my gear.
Got to move.
Downside forever. Downside forever. Back the thing. Don't let him slip through.
Just sit over and down.
Find him! Don't let him get by! Don't let him get by! Don't let him slip through! Don't let him slip through! Find him! Don't let him get by! Don't let him get by! Don't let him slip through! Find him! Don't let him get by! Don't let him slip through! Don't let him get by! Find him! Don't let him slip through! Where's going down, Find him! Do you see him? We're gonna find you, pilot! Can you see him? He's over there! He's out there! You can't run, pilot! The light! He's out there! If you let him get away... Move the light! He's in the yard! If you let him get away...
Seriously?
Move the light!
Made it. Got to move.
He's in the yard! The light! If you let him get away...
What the fuck?
Move the light!
Made it. Got the move.
How the hell do I get through here?
He's in the yard!
Made it. Got the move.
It's not this door, right? This is where they keep capturing me from? Yeah.
Move the light! If you let him get away...
Who's in here? Good enough.
Made it.
He's in the yard!
Got the move.
Fucking kidding me, bro?
Made it. Got the move.
If you let him get away... Move the light! He's in the yard! You saw... He's in the yard!
I don't get this part yet. I might have to load up an older save. So that shit.
What happened?
I can't. You come on.
That shit was like bugged or something. I don't know. Well, I was hurrying. I mean, I was going as fast as you could go right there, and
Made it. The hard case. This thing. So much trouble.
You better.
Did you?
I'm at the Okay. Take. You'll cross. Come. I'll meet you.
I can see.
You the whole Matt. Go.
Got to move.
Find him! Open up! Don't let him get by! Find him!
Find him! Don't let him get by! Don't let him get through! Behind me! Don't let him get through! Don't let him get by! Don't let him get by! Talk on the right! Where is he? Can you see him? Did you let him get away? Somebody! Down there! Who's the ladder?
Yeah, see, my dude never blocked this thing in my previous time. So it's definitely some kind of glitch. Oh, fuck. You can't go that way. Ooh, fuck, that was close.
The pain. Feels like it's still burning. That hurts so much.
Hi?
Relax, Mac. It's me, Jace.
Right. Well, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for your help back there.
Thanks for yours.
That was one hell of an explosion, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
Well, I might have just had a little bit to do with that.
You should have seen Mathis's face.
That guy had it coming to him.
Could you see what was going on?
Hacked into the security cameras across the prison. That's how I was able to keep an eye on you and the rest of it.
Well, what now?
Yeah, I mean, this is as far as my plan went. You have any ideas?
We have to get to Atwood.
I still don't get it, but yeah, we do. I'm worried about her. With all this going on, she's fragile.
Okay. Well,
Shit! They found us. That was faster than I expected.
okay. Well, you have the blueprints, right? How do we get out of here?
I don't know. This was the extent of my plan, Mackenzie. Isn't this prison escape gig more your thing?
There has to be another way out.
Shit! Trapped. This is not how I thought this would end. And things were just starting to look up.
Okay, whatever happens.
You're like a bad penny, Mackenzie.
I've been called worse.
You know, it's amazing to me that a smartass like you has made it this far.
Like I've always told you, you have no idea how stubborn I am.
It's too bad being stubborn isn't the same as being smart. And this must be the fly in the ointment. A girl, no less. This is the end of the line for you and your friend, Pilot.
I'm not afraid of you, asshole. I've been fighting guys like you all my damn life.
Well, today, you lose. In more ways than one, girl.
Mathis.
What is
Donna.
it?
The explosion. He's hurt bad.
This wouldn't have happened if not for you. You've been a pain in my ass for too long, Pilot. It's time for the bad penny to pay the ultimate price. But first, you can watch me deal with the girl. Good. I like them to struggle before they die. Yes! That's what I like to see, Mackenzie. A little fight! A little will to live! I knew you had it in you!
Mathis! Mathis! He's dying. His daughter is dying.
Well, shit. Oh, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Blackrock's on fire.
It actually looks warm. First time I've missed the place.
Hey, hang in there. I'll get a fire going. You'll be warm in no time.
It's okay. I'm warming up.
That is not a good sign, Jace. Just wait. Hang in there. It'll be fine. Everything is gonna be fine.
You know, Mathis, he'll just come after us. He'll never stop.
Yeah. Neither will we.
Makai Murray, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the fam. Appreciate you, brother.
Another one in the water.
But not drown like the others.
Must not be a quarantine breaker then?
Is it another one?
This one is different.
Can't be.
Watch it. Might be infected.
No, not her. Where is it?
Need water.
She doesn't look good.
Get her some water, now. Astrid, you came. You said you would, and you did. But where is the case? Where's the cure?
Yeah. That sucks now, chat, because that was the last chapter available right now, right? Now we got to wait for chapter 5 to come out. You can't just leave me on a cliffhanger like that, bro. Chat, when does chapter 5 come out? Wait, is it out? Is it already available? Chapter 5. No, that's it. Yeah, it says chapter 5 is locked. Episode 5 is slated for release in late 2024. I mean, they just released the last part of the survival DLC. Wintermute is the next update. Damn, I don't want to wait though, Chad. I need to know what is happening. I need to know what's happening. How long? So those of you guys, how long have you guys been waiting for chapter 5? I'm pretty sure there's probably people in chat that have been waiting longer than me. Damn, chapter 4 was in 2021? That's crazy. Well, that's I tell you guys, there's no, like, I don't, when I tell you I'm playing games blind, all right, I've never played these games before. So, like, when I start or end a stream, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to. So there's plenty of times I'll end a stream, I'll fire up the next episode, and it'll be like 30, 40 minutes of gameplay. And I'm like, bruh. I mean, this one wasn't too bad, though. 2 hours. That's a little bad, but. Now, people keep asking about the survival mode. So obviously, let me go see here real quick, because I don't even know how you. People keep asking if we're going to do some survival. And we'll see how this does. You know, if it looks like there's a decent amount of interest, let me know. If you guys are watching right now, when this is over, drop comments, smash the like button, do all this stuff. Let me know if you guys actually want to see a survival mode playthrough, because obviously it's going to take time. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a long-standing playthrough. It's not going to be something that's going to be beat short. Like, how long does your typical survival playthrough go for? See, like the expansion here, I don't have that. I gotta get that downloaded. Let me see what this part.
Part 3 is called Frontier Comforts, and the first section of the video will focus on the features and content added to the paid expansion, with the second section focusing on the new additions to the free base survival game. Part 3 of the expansion pass features a significant new addition, the Frontier cooking system. We've added several new ingredients to the game, including potatoes, flour, salt, broth, carrots, and more. All the basics that you'll be able to use in combination with some of our existing food items to cook up some Great Bear delicacies. And a recipe system that lets you combine ingredients in order to create a whole range of cozy frontier dishes, like rabbit stew, acorn pancakes, and peach pies. From the outset, you'll start with a selection of 6 simple recipes, with a total of 15 unlocking as your cooking skill improves. In addition to these, you'll also be able to track down 9 unique recipes, like the Thompson family stew and the Prepper's pie, which let you cook more complex dishes and can be found scattered around Great Bear Island. Since most frontier dishes you cook involve more work, time, and ingredients than the simple food you normally cook in the game, eating the new complex food offers a variety of gameplay benefits, along with the occasional downside. The unique recipes offer the biggest rewards, including benefits like boosting condition, carry weight, or speeding up cabin fever recovery. So the work and resource cost is balanced by the additional upsides, in addition to simple calorie increase. We added a skillet to the game so that you can create some of these new recipes. The skillet, cooking pot, and cans are all valid cooking tools, and each can support different recipes. And if you like, you can still cook simple things as before by putting them directly onto the hot surfaces. As with all our new systems, we'll be monitoring feedback and making tuning changes in future hotfixes, so keep this in mind when you first experience the new Frontier cooking system. All these new items will appear in existing Tales save games, and as a note for our interloper players, we have done a careful pass over the placement and frequency of these new food items to ensure game balance is preserved. We hope you all have fun cooking up pancakes, pies and hearty stews as part of your Long Dark experience. Ptarmigans have arrived on Great Bear Island. You'll find them in small groupings on the ground, perfect for hunting quietly with stones and fire-hardened arrows, since naturally they'll run and fly away if they become alarmed by your presence. They are less plentiful than rabbits, but most regions have at least one flock. Generally, they prefer more remote areas and higher ground, so listen out for them as you travel through the regions, as they can be tough to see in the snow, but they do have a nice distinctive sound. Of course, you'll be able to get meat from the ptarmigan, but you'll also be able to collect their down, which will allow you to craft a couple of new items. An improvised down bedroll, which is a cozier version of your usual bedroll, and an improvised insulation, which you can equip as an accessory and adds an extra layer that boosts your warmth. We've added some new weapon and tool variants for Part 3 of the expansion pass. First off, there are 3 new revolvers. The Hunter's Revolver, vintage style and more deadly at short range, the Forester's Revolver, an older, reliable, durable weapon, and the Warden's Revolver, lightweight with a shorter barrel for faster aiming. You might even be able to get some hints from their names as to where to start seeking them out. In addition to those, we've also added a sport bow, a light and durable manufactured bow, and have also introduced the miner's flashlight that is equipped to have a larger and more efficient battery. As with our other variants, they each have a distinctive appearance, along with some stat value tunings that make these unique items worth hunting down as you explore the game. Along with Part 3 of Tales, we're also releasing a free June update to Survival Mode. We've made some significant updates to the fishing system for this update. First off, we've added a way for you to cut your own ice fishing holes. This freedom means you're no longer limited to the pre-placed holes in the ice fishing huts, which means you can now set up your own fishing locations in regions that have bodies of sufficiently deep water. Of course, everything in the Long Dark is about trade-offs, so while you may have more freedom in where you choose to fish, cutting and maintaining your own ice fishing holes is a lot more work, and you'll be doing this work exposed to the elements and any wildlife that may take an interest in you, so keep this in mind. Where the ability to cut ice fishing holes really shines though is in combination with the new craftable tip-ups. You can place a tip-up over any ice fishing hole and it will automatically catch a fish for you. Unless the line breaks, you get unlucky, or you've left it out too long and it becomes ruined. And the tip-up structure means that you'll be immediately able to see by its position whether you've caught a fish or not. Bear in mind that the tip-up, although convenient, might not be as effective as you are at fishing, so it'll take longer to catch fish this way, and don't expect the tip-ups to inherit your fishing skill benefits. Also note that you'll start to get diminishing returns if you place too many within an area. They'll also decay in condition, so while you can set up a nice fishing harvesting concern this way, you'll put a lot of work into maintaining it, so don't get greedy. Another new craftable item type you can create are fishing lures, and you can also harvest raw fish to create bait. These 2 items can be added to tip-ups or regular fishing lines to increase your chance to catch fish and encourage larger fish to bite. The lures will also improve your chances of catching one of our rare fish. We've added 4 new types of rare fish, the burbot, goldeye, red Irish lord and rockfish, so enjoy that extra variety to your fishing experience. We've also added burdock, a new harvestable plant. Look out for their distinctive stalks, and assuming you have an appropriate tool to hand, you can dig out their roots from the ground. With a small amount of prep work, you can eat them raw, cook them into a recipe, or make a warming tea that'll also help you combat food poisoning. Well, that covers everything we added to the paid expansion and the free base game for Tales from the Far Territory, Part 3, Frontier Comforts. We hope you...
So that's just Part 3? How many parts did they add?
enjoy... Hello survivors, Katie here, Project Lead on the Long Dark. Hello survivors, Katie here, Project Lead on the Long Dark.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, chat. The survival mode has a lot of stuff.
Hello survivors, this is Raphael, the creative director at Hinterland. Today I'm joined by Katie Sorrell, the project lead on the Long Dark.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie, and I lead the team working on Episode 5, as well as Tales from the Far Territory, and the general updates to survival mode.
This year, Katie has taken over leading the Long Dark, and it seemed fitting that she joined me on this big day for the game and for Hinterland. Today we launch Part 1 of Tales from the Far Territory, the first paid expansion pass for the Long Dark. Katie's been my main design partner on the Long Dark for the past 7 years, has led the development of Wintermute, handled the creation of all the survival regions since we headed Pleasant Valley, and she's heading up the completion of Episode 5 and the 12-month expansion pass campaign for Tales from the Far Territory. I can't imagine leaving these parts of the Long Dark in better hands, and I'm thrilled for Katie to join me in speaking with you today. Today, Katie will help me explain how things are going to work with the expansion, and the things we've added to the game in today's first part of the expansion called Forsaken Airfield.
Our purpose behind Tales from the Far Territory is to expand and enhance the core Long Dark survival mode, with new regions, new gameplay, new items, and something new we're calling Tales. Tales are narrative-themed challenges based on the history of the Far Territory, and playing them will provide an insight into the lore and fill out some of Great Bear Island's background, while adding new mysteries that tie into the greater storyline in the Long Dark.
Before now, the only real story in survival mode has been the world itself, and the survival adventures you experienced along the way. Wintermute, our story mode, is about...
So that's what I was asking, Chet. That's what I was asking before. If you're in a survival mode, is there stuff to do in survival mode outside of surviving? And it seems like there is like these little story challenge, or the thing that they're about to explain to us that you can pursue. And that's what I was asking, Chet. David, thank you for the super chat, brother. I'm looking forward to watching the stream later. Game's gotten really interesting. It really is, dude. It really is. Because that's what I was worried about with the survival mode. Was it just being just survival? But if there's a little bit of extra stuff, like things that we can pursue, that would be really, really cool.
Mackenzie and Astrid, the hard case, their journey to Perseverance Mills, and the story about the survivors they meet along the way. With Tales from the Far Territory, we're adding some distinct narrative content to survival mode for the very first time. This is a way for us to enrich the world of the game, and also to experiment with narrative mechanics we may want to use post-Wintermute, or even in other games we make at Hinterland.
But before we get into that, let's talk about the expansion pass itself and how it will work. Anyone who buys Tales from the Far Territory will be brought into an update stream featuring 12 months worth of new content, which will be delivered in 6 parts, releasing on an 8 to 10 week cadence. The first part of each update video for Tales will cover the new features and content being added to the paid stream.
And because we want all our players to benefit from the exciting addition of the Far Territory to the Long Dark survival mode, we're adding a range of free updates along with the paid parts. The paid and free content for each part will be released at the same time, with the free content going to the base Long Dark or the new Survival Edition games. The paid content will be updated to the Tales from the Far Territory version of the game. For more info on how the expansion works and for the full roadmap, head over to the website at thelongdark.com/expansion.
The first major addition in Part 1 is the Forsaken Airfield region. You can access it from Broken Railroad and follow a winding journey through the Far Range branch line and on to the Transfer Pass, which is the hub region that provides access to the airfield, as well as the 2 other new regions being added later in the Expansion Pass campaign.
The Far Territory is deep into the interior of Great Bear, and we wanted your journey there to feel like an adventure. So we've created a long set of transition regions that reinforce the sense that you are going somewhere new and much deeper into Great Bear Island than you've ever been, into a new area with its own history and to some degree its own geography.
Forsaken Airfield features a hangar, control tower, and several other points of interest that will keep even our most dedicated survivors busy for hours. It's a vast region featuring a wide open plain bordered by steep mountains. Over the course of the Expansion Pass campaign, the airfield and the other new regions of the Far Territory will reveal their secrets. But for now we suggest you get familiar with the lay of the land. You may notice a new phenomenon, electrostatic fog, or glimmer fog as it's referred to colloquially here. This is a strange atmospheric anomaly caused by the interaction between the aurora and, well, you'll have to wait and see. The point here is that glimmer fog does things to technology, not unlike what we've seen from the aurora itself. An exposure to it can result in the insomnia affliction. Getting insomnia can interrupt your sleep and gradually chip away at your condition as a result. So while it may be tempting to explore the world brought to life by the glimmer fog, you should do so very carefully. Pace yourself.
Yeah, great. More shit to kill.
In addition to the expansive new regions, the airfield and its mysteries, and the strange glimmer fog phenomenon, Tales from the Far Territory also adds the concept of tool variants to the game. These variants are versions of existing tools, but each has its own story and custom tuning. For example, Vaughn's rifle, which is lighter and more responsive than the standard 303 in the game, but less robust.
So light.
Or the Woodwright's bow, which is tougher and easier to aim, but pays for it by being heavier than the standard survival bow. Altogether, we've added 5 new tool variants in Part 1, to be found as you explore the nooks and crannies of Great Bear Island. They should be a nice little reward for explorers who really go off the beaten path, but don't expect these special versions of the tools to be easy to find. And there's more of these to come later in the expansion pass.
Manual with the
Tales from the Far
months.
Territory
so
also
much.
has its own soundtrack, composed by Sasha Dikichian, who has composed the entire survival mode soundtrack to date. He's brought a new flavor to Tales, some of which you can hear in this update video. All told, there will be between 15 and 20 minutes of original new soundtrack music released in Tales from the Far Territory, available to everyone who buys the expansion.
Along with Part 1 of Tales, we're also releasing a free December update to Survival Mode today. This free update adds new content and enhancements to the base survival sandbox, and should help keep the game feeling fresh and relevant for anyone who plays The Long Dark, even if you don't purchase Tales from the Far Territory. The first major enhancement in the free December update is a complete overhaul of all loot and resources in the base game. This means we've gone through and updated every loot table and all the spawnable in-world resources that you might find as you explore Great Bear Island. So, if over the years you've become used to counting on that particular toog or rifle or can of peaches to spawn on that particular shelf in that particular cabin, then you'll have to get used to a whole new world starting today. We've also set entirely new spawn points for survival, so get used to feeling lost again. When you start a new region, you may find yourself spawning into an unexpected location.
Many of you have been conscientiously checking under car visors for years, hoping that someday you would find something interesting there. We're happy to share that after today, all your hopefulness has paid off. With the December update, you can now find visor notes, scrawled bits of information that highlight a location on your world map, which might hold life-saving supplies.
Oh shit.
The visor notes may point you to a location in an entirely different region of the world, creating the opportunity for adventure along the way. We think this approach provides a nice light touch objective system that can add some definition to your survival days.
It's also nice to see that after years of a male-only deer population on Great Bear, you can finally see does. You'll find that the stag population has been dramatically thinned out, replaced primarily with does, which provide a little less meat on average, so you'll want to account for this in your survival plans. And in a future update, as we add other new wildlife to the game, we'll completely overhaul the wildlife spawns as well, to remove some of the predictability that has crept into the game over the years. And finally, we've added the ability to craft improvised crampons to the game. Crampons were first introduced in the Hesitant Prospect update, and they've been helping save survivors and their ankles ever since.
Oh shit.
With the December update, you can now craft your own crampons, saving you the treacherous journey to Ash Canyon.
With today's releases to Tales from the Far Territory and the free updates to Survival Mode, you get to experience the first new features and content of our 12-month expansion pass campaign. You'll notice along with it that the game's structure itself has changed. In the past, you started The Long Dark and landed at a 3D main menu. Now you'll see that each game, The Long Dark, Survival Edition, the Wintermute DLC, or Tales from the Far Territory.
Hello, survivors.
I'm trying to get a grasp on the things that they added so we can have an idea of what the hell we're going to be
Project
playing.
Lead on The Long Dark. Today, I am really excited to share with you what the Long Dark team has added into Part 2 of Tales from the Far Territory, the paid expansion pass for The Long Dark. Part 2 is called Signal Void, and here is what you can expect to find added to the paid stream of Part 2, and for free in the base game in the March update to Survival Mode. Part 2 of the expansion pass is centered around the new transponder gameplay, and introduces the first tale, Signal Void. We created Tales to give our survival mode players more reasons to explore and more objectives to follow, while weaving in some compelling narrative elements. Signal Void begins with the discovery of the handheld shortwave receiver found in the Forsaken airfield. Alongside the shortwave, you'll find an old note with details on Lower Great Bear's transmitter network. The network is in a sorry state, but when it last worked, it picked up some unusual signals. From this point on, it's up to you to head into the Far Territory and decide which transmitters to repair, so you can continue the tale and find out more about these mysterious transmissions. We've added a new page to the journal, so you can track your progress through the tale, making it easy to put down and pick up the tale at your own pace, while you continue your survival journey in the Long Dark. As you track down the origin of these mysterious signals, you will discover a number of new and unique bunkers, and begin to uncover their dark secrets. What mysteries does the Far Territory hold, and what will the future tales reveal? Note that the tale is not available in Interloper, as we felt that the constraints that make that experience enjoyable work against the goals of the tale. Another new feature of Tales Part 2 are the new transmitter sites, which allow the handheld shortwave to pick up signals. Keeping them in good repair will help you get the most out of your journey. The tale will give you a rough idea where to locate a number of these transmitter sites, and once encountering them, you'll see that there are a number of worn-out elements that need replacing. Some of these items will be familiar ones you have encountered before, such as the car battery or the scrap metal, and a couple are new to survival mode, like the fuses and wires. Once all the repaired items are collected and the transmitter is turned on, you'll then just need to wait for the aurora or electrostatic fog weather to roll around. Now you're ready to start using the handheld shortwave and home in on any signals that are within range of your position. You can keep track of which transmitters you've found or repaired through the new page in the collections section of the journal. This page, along with listing the transmitter sites, also spells out the regions that transmitter site has influence over, so you know which region you can start searching for either the tail bunker or the hidden supply caches. As you start to use the handheld shortwave, one of the first things you'll notice is that it has two channels. One is for tracking the mysterious signals related to the tail, while the other is for tracking signals from a new kind of hidden supply cache, or from the site of an unfamiliar downed aircraft. All of the main regions have a number of hidden supply caches, so if you're in an area where you've already repaired the transmitter and an aurora starts up, then that is your opportunity to equip the handheld shortwave and go and see what you can find.
Damn.
Before you set out, you should take note of two important aspects on the handheld shortwave: the blinking light on the side and the dial on its face. Use the dial to align yourself in the direction of the strongest signal. The light on the side will help guide you by blinking faster the closer you get to the signal. There's also audio effects that increase in frequency as you get close to the signal origin. If your handheld shortwave happens to be in your inventory during an aurora, you'll hear an indication or see a caption when you come into range of a signal to investigate. So if you're paying attention, you'll know when it's time to equip the handheld shortwave. We have a number of new gear items available in the expansion pass. You'll be able to discover 4 new clothing items: a durable leather flight jacket, a matching aviator's hat, both of which fit neatly into the airfield, and also a hockey jersey. Because Canada? These 3 items can be found anywhere on Great Bear Island, in a variety of locations or containers. The 4th clothing item is a technical balaclava, which is very rare and can only be found while using the handheld shortwave or as part of the tail. There are also a couple of new food items that you'll only be able to find in the bunkers relating to the tail or in some of the trackable supply caches. In the final tail location, you will also be able to locate the rifle holster, a unique item that offers a significant weight reduction to your rifle when equipped in an accessory slot.
No, because the rifle's stupid heavy. It's like 10
Along
pounds.
with Part 2 of Tales, we're also releasing a free March update to survival mode. First up, we've made some exciting updates to beachcombing. While it still retains its basic behaviour, if you head to the shorelines after a blizzard, you might find some different items have spawned, things that'll only wash up after storms. Maybe even a boat if you're lucky. It won't help you leave the island, but it might contain some valuable loot. As you explore Great Bear, you will also notice that there are now oak trees in many locations. Search beneath the tree to collect acorns from under the snow. And with a bit of prep work, you can either eat them for some extra calories, a nice alternative for cattails for our interloper players, or grind them up and brew yourself some nice warming acorn coffee, which we promise tastes better than it sounds. Fire-hardened arrows are a new item you can craft at any fire, assuming you have the required resources. And they're an easy-to-craft alternative to our regular arrows. Bear in mind that while they're effective for small game like rabbits, they won't damage larger creatures, though they might help you scare off a wolf.
That didn't look like it
Some of our
helped scare off the
eagle-eyed
wolf.
players will have noticed that the prepper caches disappeared in our December update. Well, they're now back in play, and they have undergone some significant updates. Firstly, they are now spread across 9 regions of the game, and although you might be able to find a hatch, you won't know until you enter it if it's going to be empty or fully stocked. There will only be 3 fully stocked prepper caches in each game, which vary in location from each new game you play. It might go without saying, but the prepper cache hatches are in appropriately hard to find locations, and they can now also be found in Interloper. If you are lucky enough to find one of the fully stocked prepper caches, then you'll also be able to enjoy the visual update we've given them. Each one has a unique personality, and
Can't
the
you
loot you'll
just
find
live in one
reflects
of
that
those,
too.
chat?
We hope you have fun seeking them out. Well, that covers everything we added for both the paid expansion and the free base game for Tales from the Far Territory Part 2, Signal.
Yeah, so this sounds pretty cool, Chet. It sounds like there's a lot of stuff that they added to the survival mode with the far territory stuff. Definitely gives us stuff to do other than survive. The only thing is, I don't think I'm gonna do an interloper playthrough, because the only thing about interloper that annoys me is you can't like use guns and stuff like that, and I definitely want to like go out, find the new revolvers, find the new rifle, and like play the game. So what difficulties like above or below interloper? Like what's the next hardest difficulty? Because yeah, interloper just sounds too limited to me. Oh, you can make a custom setting? Because I know people were saying in interloper, like it cuts content, like there's certain items that you just won't even get, and I don't think for a first time survival playthrough I want to experience that. I want to kind of experience everything. I want everything that's in the game to be in the game. I feel like interloper that's like, you know, somebody jumping in and playing the game, like State of Decay, like, you know what, let me just start off on Lethal Zone. It's like, no, you're not gonna enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy it. Now for, you know, that's like me though. If I looked at somebody that was starting, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, Lethal Zone is the funnest way to play it. But I would never tell a brand new player, yeah, you know, jump in and play Lethal Zone. You're definitely not going to like it. So I'm going at this with a realistic point of view. But if we could do a custom difficulty, we might do like a custom. Yeah, we'll look at it. We'll look at the custom difficulty. We'll see what we can change, what we can add, and you know, if we get something decent, because I do want it to be a challenge. I do want it to be a challenge, but at the same time, you know, I want to enjoy the playthrough also, and not just be super frustrated right off the bat and be like, what the hell, and, you know, because that's what I did. I tried an interloper. If you guys want to go back and check, I did try interloper. This was way back in the day, before any of these updates, and yeah, it just wasn't all that enjoyable for people to watch because I was just absolutely getting slayed. And it just, yeah, I couldn't get because I didn't know anything about the game at that point. I had only played like 2 chapters in story mode, you know what I mean? And I had no experience in the game, and I was literally trying to play the game like right off the bat, and it was bad. It was bad. So I don't know. I feel like Stalker might be where I go. Would you guys say Stalker is pretty challenging? Stalker is hard, but gives access to all the loot. Yeah, we'll try to, because that's the thing is, you know, with games like this, I would like loot to be semi-scarce. But I don't want it to be like, because like in story mode, for instance, there was so much loot. Like in story mode, like there was everywhere. There was food everywhere. I never had to chop wood really. I never had to hunt really. I never had to fish. Fishing just was not even. You didn't have to do it. You know what I mean? Because we just had so much looted food, and you find canned food and stuff like that for days. Now, granted, the story mode's a bit different on how, you know, you progress through it, and you're not really in it for the long haul. It's kind of like a linear experience that you kind of just play through. So I could but it definitely feels like you don't need to really hunt or anything like that. So I would like loot to be scarce enough to where I actually have to utilize the systems in the game. Exactly. Yeah, Mark, I was dropping food because of we just had so much, you know what I mean? So it would be nice to kind of see a need for kind of doing a little bit of everything. But yeah, it was just, everything was so plentiful. Loot wise, it was just, you never had to do anything. Can we? Yeah, I do plan. I do plan on checking out Miss Survival again at some point. There's other things that I plan on checking out. I'm not starting survival mode right now. No. That will be another playthrough completely separate from this. This was just our story mode playthrough. Yeah, we're gonna that will be its own separate thing. Played vanilla of this, and man, it was the frigid temps that offered me the most. Venturing out of the safe areas where you can loot supplies is death. Yeah, fried. That's why we're gonna try. We're gonna try, man. I feel like a game like this, it's about getting settled in. Making like a base camp. Like your base, like this is where I'm going to store everything. This is where I'm going to reside. And then kind of like, I don't know, the maps are so big though. And it does seem like you would travel really, really far away. So you'd have to have like a base and then like outposts, like in different regions and stuff like that. Because yeah, having to go all the way back and forth, it'd be pretty, because some of those other regions and shit you have to travel to, they're days, like that you're spending in-game days where you're traveling across all these separate regions and shit like that. So I could definitely see you're gonna have to move around a lot. I guarantee there's probably some meta based locations. I guarantee it. Story mode is a lot easier than survival. I mean, it was not a challenge. I mean, it was a challenge. There were some hard parts in story for sure, especially Astrid's part there where you're trying to help the people with the plane crash. We seen a little bit of because we needed so much food to feed everybody. There was a little bit of resource pressure in chapter 3. And then that's when you first get introduced to the Timberwolves in chapter 3. So that was a nice challenge. But yeah, it was tough. Chapter 3 was pretty tough. And then chapter 4 is tough in a different way. You know what I mean? It's because you kind of get reset back to 0 and then you got to go and kind of, yeah. So chapter 3 and 4 are pretty tough just because they reset you and you kind of lose all the stuff you build up in chapter 1 and 2. And then, yeah, story modes, it's definitely not that bad, in my opinion. Supposedly, eventually adding some base customization to houses. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if you could like set up your own like little storage or like move things around and stuff like that in a house. I think it'd be pretty cool. That way a player could like make it their own. I wouldn't do it with the cougar in the game because you have to keep moving maps quickly. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time. I definitely want to have a base. Definitely want to have a base, but it sounds good, guys. It does. It's definitely something I'm looking at. They took the cougar out. You can craft a crafted sled to pull a lot of weight behind you. Really? Yeah, it seems there's a lot to the survival mode. So that is something we're going to look at doing in the future. It's not going to be coming like within the next like week or so, guys. We got a lot of stuff coming. You know, Star Wars is coming out next week. We got a couple other games that we're still playing through right now. But it will be coming. If it's something that I feel like you guys, seems like there's a lot of interest in it though. If anything, we'll at least give it an episode, just kind of mess around and check it out. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a playthrough of this, trying to do a playthrough of this. But yeah, we got some stuff that we got to knock out, because I still, you know, I know people keep asking about Mass Effect Andromeda. There's a couple games, you know what I mean, that we were playing. But right now I'm just trying to get the game list cleaned up. We just beat Sniper Elite, and we just beat this story mode for now. So we're closing some books on games, getting the game list cleared up. Get some of these new games knocked out, and then we'll be getting back into it. What's next tonight? We'll be doing some Fallout London. Yeah, because that's another game I'm trying to tie up some loose ends on. Fallout London. Because next month, you know what I mean, in September, we got the Starfield DLC coming out, and I personally want to try that, so I want to play a little bit of that. We're going to be doing some Starfield leading up to the update. And like I said, we got Star Wars coming out next week. You know, he's still playing Black Myth Wukong. So we got some stuff, guys. We got some stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, guys. We got so much stuff. So I'll probably be doing another stream here very, very shortly. I'm just gonna literally find out what's going on with dinner, and then we'll be getting another stream rolling, guys. Yeah, I seen the vehicle they added. I've already seen it. I've looked into that a little bit. So no, yeah, London's not done yet. I don't know how much we have left in the story of London. I know we should be getting closer to the end, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll see. We might be able to even finish it tonight. Who knows? Especially if I start early enough, we'll be able to do a pretty big stream and kind of push the story a bit. All right, guys, but I'll be back in a little bit. Again, I do appreciate the love and support. It means the world to me. Remember, if you guys want to see a survival mode playthrough of The Long Dark, when the stream's over and the comment section's up, just go in there, drop some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button and all this stuff, and then we'll consider doing it, because I definitely would love to. It seems like it's going to be a good time. I'm really enjoying the game, the playthrough. So it'll be nice to jump in and, you know, kind of really challenge myself a little bit and see if we can actually survive. All right, but you guys have a great rest of your night if I don't see you in the next stream. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And for everybody else, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.